Has it ever happened to you that you suddenly felt sad for no reason and later discovered that someone you love was hurting at that same moment? Or maybe you woke up with a strange happiness in your chest and hours later learned that someone deeply connected to you had received good news? Why do some people influence our emotions without even speaking? Why does your heart tighten when someone important drifts away, even if they're miles apart? And tell me this, has your heart ever longed for someone you've never even met? A feeling that somewhere in this world there is a soul that matches yours, and you just know one day your paths will cross. Why do some connections feel ancient, familiar, instantaneous, as if your soul recognizes them long before your mind does? Scientists call it non-local connection. Mystics call it heart resonance, but physics calls it entanglement. Today, we're exploring a question that dissolves the boundary between science and spirituality. Can humans be entangled the way particles are in quantum physics? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear may change the way you understand intuition, destiny, and every deep connection you've ever felt. Before we go deeper, subscribe, because the next revelation might just shift your perspective. Let's start with science. Electrons have a property called spin, which can be either up or down. In classical physics, objects always have a defined state. For example, when a coin is spinning in the air, it's already heads or tails. We just don't know until it lands. Same for electron spin. According to classical physics, measurement only reveals what's already there. If an electron's spin is up, after measurement it should give up, and vice versa. But electrons violate the laws of classical physics by following quantum mechanics, which states that some properties are only definite when measured. An electron's spin, before measurement, exists in a probability of both up and down at the same time. It's not that the electron has double spin. It's in a probabilistic state. It could be up or down until we observe it. After measurement, it chooses one definite state, either up or down. This was the first thing that confused and amazed scientists. This isn't human ignorance. It's the actual quantum reality. When we measure an electron's spin, if we measure up, it instantaneously becomes up. If we measure down, it instantaneously becomes down. Measurement collapses this probabilistic state into a definite reality. Now, from a human perspective, just like an electron in superposition, a human being holds multiple potentials inside them. Infinite paths, infinite versions of who you could be, exist at the same time. Your destiny is not fixed. It's a probabilistic cloud of multiple possibilities. The moment you make a conscious decision, your life collapses from many possible futures, one chosen reality. Just like measuring the electron forces it into up or down, your intention forces your destiny into one direction. Whatever you focus on becomes real. Whatever you fear strengthens. Whatever you believe becomes your path. Before self-awareness, a person is like the electron, undefined, fluid. But when you discover your purpose, make a defining decision, realize who you are, claim your identity, choose your path, your inner superposition collapses into a definite, powerful self. Now here's where it gets really mysterious. Once two particles are entangled, they become so closely linked that their properties depend on each other, no matter how far apart they are. Their quantum states behave as parts of one single system. In other words, measuring one particle instantly affects the state of the other, without any physical signal traveling between them. Distance doesn't matter. One particle can be on Earth, the other on Mars. Measure one, the other instantly knows and adjusts its state. No force, no hidden mechanism. Just a pure, non-local quantum connection. In 1935, EPR equals Einstein, Podolsky, Rosen. These three physicists published a paper challenging the foundations of quantum mechanics. Assume two electrons are entangled, total spin 0. If electron A is measured and found spin up, electron B instantly becomes spin down. Einstein's point. This instant correlation seems classically impossible. So perhaps the particle's spin is defined beforehand and quantum mechanics is incomplete. This contradiction is the EPR paradox. In 1964, John Bell derived a mathematical inequality, the Bell inequality. If classical hidden variables exist and quantum mechanics is false, measurements satisfy the Bell inequality. If quantum mechanics is correct, measurements violate the Bell inequality. In 1981 to 82, Alain Aspect and his team in France measured the polarization of entangled photons. Results were shocking. The Bell inequality was violated. Quantum predictions were right, unexplainable by classical hidden variables. This was the first strong experimental confirmation that entanglement exists in reality. Entangled particles defy distance, react instantly, and create patterns that seem impossible. It's a connection beyond space, time, or classical logic. And here's the interesting part. Humans also experience something similar. Metaphorically, this is the exact point where science and spirituality silently salute each other. Science clearly says, humans are not quantum entangled. Biological macroscopic systems cannot maintain atomic-level entanglement. Literal quantum entanglement, the way it happens in physics, does not exist in humans. But symbolic entanglement, emotional entanglement, deep relational resonance, that does exist, and it does not contradict science. In the quantum world, distance becomes irrelevant. In the spiritual world, intentions, love, prayer, pain also ignore distance. Science has proven the heartbeats of two strongly bonded people synchronize even at a distance. Brain waves, EEG, show pattern matching when two people are deeply connected. Mothers and babies experience emotional transmission instantly, even from different rooms. This isn't quantum entanglement, but the pattern looks very similar. When one changes, the other immediately feels something. When two people are emotionally bonded, one person's joy, pain, or anxiety creates the same neural firing in the other's brain. Sufis say, souls have known each other since eternity. Some souls travel in pairs. A hadith says, souls are like soldiers gathered in groups. Those who recognize each other connect. Those who do not move apart. Meaning, souls have a natural affinity. Soul-level bonds do not break with distance. Souls can sense each other's states, intentions, and energies. Some souls share the same frequency. They recognize each other upon first meeting. Their connection is effortless. Attraction is not physical. It is soul to soul. This is the spiritual equivalent of entanglement. This is why sometimes our hearts long for someone we've never met, yet we know we will meet them one day. That's the soul's invisible resonance, a bond beyond time, distance, or reason. Like quantum entanglement, it's a connection you can't see but you feel. Trust it. Some connections are destined, and some hearts are meant to recognize each other, even at a distance. This was the journey into the mysterious world of quantum entanglement and the invisible bonds of the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing insights.